Welcome to my social change model project. The pandemic has been a long and devastating event. COVID-19 has infected many worldwide and continues to. The pandemic has shown a disparity among many people, including people of color and the poor. Susan Reverby talks about how Black and brown people are getting more sick and dying compared to white people. This deadly virus has created social and economical issues that need to be resolved in order to achieve social change. However, fake news on mass media makes it challenging to resolve something as big as the pandemic. This pandemic is spread through mass communication because this social issue is worldwide. Mass communication is, quote, created by individuals, and each individual has his or her own set of values, assumptions, and priorities, unquote. As well as, quote, journalists determine not only what stories are told, but also how those stories are presented, unquote. Therefore, it is really easy for individuals to create and publish fake news based on their own set of values and beliefs. But a lot of people don't understand the extent that fake news has on harming the public with this pandemic. Not only is fake news slowing down the process of social change, it is also causing more deaths than the virus. People, instead of working together, are deciding to blame others for the virus. For example, quote, in Mexico, there have been reports of having hot coffee or bleach thrown at them on the streets, as well as attempts to burn their homes and even beatings of nurses and doctors, unquote. Another example that took action provoked by fake news was, quote, misinformation fueled by rumors and conspiracy theories led to physical harassment and violent attacks against healthcare workers and people of Asian origin in 28% of the results shown in this review, unquote. Not only are people dying from this pandemic, they are also dying from fake news. So how do we resolve this problem of fake news worsening this pandemic? We can, as a society, overcome this pandemic if we follow COVID-19 protocols and read reliable and trustworthy sources. So how do we achieve social change? We can achieve social change if people start doing research on their own and trusting reliable sources. People should not believe things they read on social media such as Facebook or Twitter. We also need to see the positive impact that COVID-19 protocols have on this pandemic. For example, quote, vaccine effectiveness after one dose was lower by approximately 12 to 19 percentage points against the Delta variant than against the Alpha variant. After 2 doses, the difference in vaccine effectiveness was notably less, approximately 6 to 8 percentage points, with similar reductions in effectiveness against the Delta variant as compared with the Alpha variant for both vaccines, unquote. Not only has the vaccine shown effectiveness, so has mask wearing. According to John Brooks, masks prevent infected people from spreading the virus to others by blocking exhalation of virus-containing droplets. Quote, this aspect of mask wearing is especially important because it is estimated that at least 50% or more of the transmissions are from persons who never develop symptoms or those who are in the pre-symptomatic phase of COVID-19 illness, unquote. In addition to following the COVID-19 protocols, the government must communicate to the public how the vaccine works, the effectiveness of the vaccine in multiple doses, and how herd immunity will help us fight this pandemic. Mass communication, such as the radio, quote, has been used by the government for its own purposes, but it has had an even greater impact on politics by serving as what has been called the ultimate arena for free speech, unquote. The government is a highly reliable authority for many individuals worldwide. Unfortunately, this pandemic has become quite political, and since the government has a significant impact on politics, they need to be communicating reliable information. Therefore, if everyone does their part to get vaccinated, wear a mask, and socially distance themselves, we can achieve social change and overcome this pandemic. Instead of putting the blame on others, we can all come together, follow COVID-19 protocols, and be safe. So what are the results of this social change? If everyone were to follow COVID-19 protocols, do your research, and read reliable, trustworthy sources, we could end this pandemic. This social change would be responding to disparities regarding healthcare because people of color and the poor are the most affected by this pandemic. Instead of making this pandemic political, we should all come together and make each other safe.